Welcome to the Purpose, Passion, and Profit podcast, a show for ambitious women who are ready to ditch their 9-to-5 and create an online business doing work that's in alignment with their calling. I'm your host, Kelly Dawn, business and money mindset coach for purpose-driven entrepreneurs. Each week, I'll be sharing actionable steps to help you gain clarity, build confidence, and cultivate an abundance mindset that will help you create a profitable, service-based online business. If you're ready to make an income and impact doing what you love, let's do this. What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the show. Today, we're talking about how to beat overwhelm in your business. Because if you are a new entrepreneur, if you're still working a 9-to-5 and you're in that space where you are getting things off the ground, chances are you have experienced overwhelm. And I looked up a couple definitions of what overwhelm is in the dictionary, and one that I really liked was bury or drown beneath a huge mass. And if you have ever experienced overwhelm before, you probably know that's exactly what it feels like. I know when I was in this space in the earlier days of my business where I was trying to work my cleaning business and get my online business up and running, I felt like I was constantly trying to just get my head above water. It didn't seem like there were enough hours in the day. I was always thinking about the million different things I should be doing to grow my business. And what I'm going to be sharing with you in today's episode are 3 things I did to help me move out of that feeling of overwhelm, get more organized in my business, and take action in a way that felt good, because we want to be feeling as good as possible, as often as possible in our business. And if we are beaten down and buried by overwhelm, that is not going to serve us. We want to get this cleared up as soon as possible. The first thing that I did was a massive brain dump. And this is something I still do to this day. I have a notebook that I get from the dollar store. I've gone through, dozens of them at this point in time. This isn't the journal that I do my regular mindset in. This is a separate notebook, just the cheapy little metal coiled ones. You can grab them at grocery stores or drugstores, anywhere. They're readily available. They're only a couple bucks. But I keep one of those with me at all times, and I write everything down that either I don't want to forget or that I want to get out of my head and onto paper, because there's something about the act of writing things down that can help us feel more calm instantly. So I have my notebook, and what I'll do is I will just write out everything that's on my mind. If I have to book a grooming appointment for my dog, I will write that in my notebook, and then later on it goes into my planner or onto my Google Calendar. If I have client calls, whatever it is I have going on as far as appointments go, I write all that stuff down when I'm doing my brain dump, and then I'll also write out everything that's on my mind. It could be related to business, it could be personal stuff, everything that is swirling around in my head at that point in time, I get it onto paper. And if you're the type of person who loves using your computer or your phone to make notes, I totally get that, but I really encourage you to try the pen to paper method, because there's something magical that happens when we move these ideas from our mind through our body and onto a piece of paper. It's instantly calming. It has a beautiful effect on the body when we just get it out of our system and onto a page. And then from there, we have everything in front of us, and we can take a more wider look at what's actually going on and what we really need to focus on. Because I don't know about you, but if I try to keep track of things in my head without writing them down, it feels like it's this swarm. It's just a swarm of thoughts and ideas up there. And in the past, I told myself that I could just make little mental lists. I thought, well, you know what? I can do this all in my head. I don't need to write this down. I know what I need to do. I know what's on my mind. I don't need to actually get it onto paper. It's all filed up there in my brain. But when we do that, we're creating more chaos for ourselves, and the world is chaotic enough. We don't need more of that. We don't need to do that to ourselves. And so what I like to do is I get everything out onto a piece of paper so I can see it. And another great thing about this is that oftentimes we dwell on things and we worry about things, especially us women. That's something that we just tend to do naturally. And when we see things on paper, we're able to look at things from a different perspective. And we're able to see, you know what, this thing that was on my mind and taking up so much space and taking up so much energy, now that I have it written down in front of me, it doesn't feel like that big of a deal. It's something that I'm going to have to work on, or something that I'm going to have to, schedule, or whatever it is. But all it is a task. That's it. It's just one thing that I need to focus on. And so it doesn't take up as much room energetically. It doesn't take up our thoughts all day. And we know we're not going to forget it because it's already written down. Now, from there, what I like to do is I look at everything I have that I've written out during my brain dump, and I ask myself, okay, what's the most important thing that I need to focus on right now? Because as an entrepreneur, there are always going to be things on your list. Always. Your to-do list is never, ever, ever going to get done. Sorry to break it to you, but that's just reality. If you're running your own business, there's always different things that you could be doing, but you don't have to do them all. All you need to do is focus on the next thing that's going to move the needle forward in your business. So if you're in the earlier stages, this could be getting clear on who your ideal client is. This could be coming up with a marketing strategy. This could be putting together your first offer. Now, if you're thinking, okay, that seems like a lot of work, I don't even know where to start with any of that stuff, reach out, book a discovery call with me. This is exactly what I help clients do. We can get this business off the ground. I'm there for you. We can work through all of these foundational pieces in your business so you're able to go full time a lot faster than I did, right? Because once you have these things down, the sky's the limit. You're going to be good to go. You need the foundational pieces down in your business, though. You need to have a strategy, and you also need to learn how to work through the different mindset gremlins that can come up when, especially when you're starting out in your business. So look at what's on your list and ask yourself, what's the most important thing right now? What's truly going to serve me? And the other stuff on that list, it can wait, right? It can wait. You don't need to build out your entire product suite this week. You don't. That can wait. You need one offer to start with. Your marketing strategy gets to be super simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Figuring out your ideal client, looking at the different moving parts in your business, just focus on the one thing that you know is going to move you in that direction closer to your ultimate vision that you have for your business and for your life. The next thing is to start scheduling tasks on your calendar or put them in your planner if you're a paper planner person. Get things off of that list, off of your brain dump list, and actually put them into your calendar so you know that it's going to get done. Because as entrepreneurs, we have a lot of time freedom. If you're already in your business full time, like having the entire day to yourself is very freeing. It's liberating. But what goes along with that is a lack of structure. So we have to create that structure for ourselves. We no longer have a manager or another company doing that for us, telling us when we need to clock in and clock off. That's all on us. And we get to create a schedule that works for our life, that feels good for us, but we do need some sort of schedule in place. And I'm sharing this from a perspective of someone who is very intuitive, who doesn't like to be boxed into a schedule. This is something I resisted doing because I'm a very go with the flow kind of person when it comes to my business and with everything in my life. But I also thrive when I have some routines. So what's really been helpful for me is instead of locking things into exact times on my daily calendar, I will write down everything that I want to do during the week, and then I'll break it down into a couple of things, usually 2 to 3 things every single day that I'm going to get done. And that way I'm not overwhelmed by looking at this ginormous to-do list, thinking like I need to get all of this done in the next 6 months to hit my goals. I don't go there because that just stresses me right out. I take a look at the week ahead, what I'm going to have going on, or what I have going on rather, and then I break it down by the daily tasks. And then from there, I allow myself to get those things done during the day whenever I want to. And so for me, I don't like blocking things off and saying like, okay, 9 a.m., I'm going to record a podcast. 10:30 a.m., I'm going to check my email. I've done that in the past when I was getting used to getting a more structured schedule running for myself and for my business. That served me for a little while. But what I like doing instead is just having my main tasks and saying to myself, you know what, as long as these are done before my head hits the pillow tonight, I'm good. And that way I'm still leaving a lot of room for creativity, for inspiration to come through. If I want to just kind of, go for an extra long walk with my dog and get some new ideas flowing through, and I'm still getting everything done. So we're blending like the practical side of things, getting the things done that we need to in our business, by also following our intuition and doing what feels good for us. Because I truly believe we get to have it all. Like we get to do business in a way that feels really, really good for us. And there's a way to work a strategy. There's a way to have a plan that also works with your personality type and with your energy type. So those are my 3 tips to beat overwhelm. I would love to know how this goes for you. You can tag me over on Instagram at igniteyourpurpose.co. Just tag me up in your stories and I can shout you out to my people because I love to know what you guys think about these episodes and how this is serving you. Now, if you do want support growing your business, I have the podcasting mini mastermind that's happening later on this month. This is for you if you want to work a podcast into your business strategy. If you're the type of entrepreneur who likes hanging out in your PJs, you want to do something that's on your own terms where you create your own schedule, you're not having to show up at a certain time every single day for like a live stream event or anything like that. Podcasting is such a cool way to get your message out there consistently, especially if you love your time freedom, if you're an introvert, and if you want to create long-lasting content for your business. This is huge, guys. This is absolutely huge because I love social media. There's a place for that in your business for sure. But what we want to be doing here is thinking long-term growth. Long-term growth, long-term sustainability in your business is going to come from having the type of content that you can share on a podcast. It's not going to go away in a few hours like a social media post will in your feed. People don't have to hunt through your Facebook profile or your Instagram feed to find out what it is you talk about and what you're into. They don't have to read through post after post to get an idea for who you are. They can come to your show and they can see the entire list of your episodes and they're going to know immediately, if you can help them. And that is going to shorten the length of time it takes for someone to come across your work and to hire you. When you have a podcast, it's just something that will completely transform your business. And I share this from experience. My previous show was like the thing that helped my business take off in a major way. So that's why I'm super passionate about helping people get their own show off the ground. This is something that isn't right for everyone, but for the people that it is a good fit for, it will change the game in your business. So if you want more information about the mini mastermind, just reach out to me on Instagram. You can find me at I just forgot my Instagram handle, igniteyourpurpose.co. That's where you can find me. I will put the link to that in the show notes. All right, I will leave you with that. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you in the next episode.